A family member called me early on this Monday morning to say James Dean Armstrong of Cass Lake, Minnesota, has died from injuries sustained from cold weather exposure following a mental health crisis on Big Lake in Beltrami County on December 12th. The family is asking for help covering funeral costs on a GoFundMe page. For background on all this, here's our original report from a sheriff's office news release. A man is in critical condition from exposure to the cold in Beltrami County on Big Lake. This in from the Beltrami County Sheriff's Department. An adult male sustained a life threatening cold weather exposure injury following a medical and mental health crisis on December 12th, Thursday, at approximately 7 p.m., 911 received a call of a male party experiencing a medical emergency following consumption of illicit drugs and over-the-counter medication. Leech Lake Ambulance was dispatched to the residence. While ambulance personnel were attempting to aid the male, he fled into the woods. The subject was not dressed for weather conditions, with temperatures around 10 degrees below zero. Beltrami County deputies and Leech Lake police responded to the area to search for the subject. Approximately an hour later, a resident reported a subject matching the description approached their residence and then walked on to Big Lake. Deputies and officers began searching the lake for the subject and found him approximately 1/2 mile from the shoreline. He was only wearing a light sweatshirt, pants, and tennis shoes. The subject appeared to be impaired and had armed himself with 2 large knives and was attempting to inflict self-harm. Deputies attempted to de-escalate the situation, ultimately using a taser to disarm the subject. The subject was secured in handcuffs as he was still attempting to fight law enforcement. An ambulance was requested to the shoreline to provide emergency medical care. Due to unknown ice conditions, resources were limited, and deputies used a backboard to bring him to shore. Upon arriving at shore, life-saving efforts were performed. He was transported to Sanford Bemidji Medical Center for treatment of cold weather exposure and medical issues. He was later transferred to Sanford Fargo in critical condition. Again, a family member now tells iNewZ that James Dean Armstrong of Cass Lake has passed away. The family has started a GoFundMe page to help cover funeral expenses. If you'd like to help, just search his name on GoFundMe, James Dean Armstrong, to find that page. We'll have a link for it on our social media page and in the YouTube description for this story. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.